Hello, my strong family. Today is Sunday, July 16th, 2025. Sorry, I had an itch in my ear. Well, I feel like my energy has gone up just a tad, but I'll take it. Hey, I'll take anything at this point. For 2 days this week, I felt like I had a lot of energy. I did a little sprucing up in the background. Up, and there goes the light. Do not move, Michelle. Do not move. Excuse me. Other than the cough, switched some pictures around. Just tried to feel a little more useful. The sun is coming in and out. Oh, before I forget, I hope everyone is safe. I know we had some pretty bad storms last night. Now the sun just went back in. So if you notice a difference between it getting dark and then getting bright, it's because, and I explained this many times before, but if you're new to my channel, welcome. I'd love it if you subscribed and come along on this crazy lung cancer journey with me. It's like a roller coaster. It is. It's not like, it is a roller coaster. Many ups and many downs. But anyways, last night, I don't know what time it was, but the wind was howling. And our beautiful Bella, now I'm getting hot, she doesn't like the rain. So she was hopping on the bed, jumping on the bed, jumping off the bed, jumping off the bed, jumping off the bed. So we didn't get much sleep last night. We didn't get up till 9 o'clock this morning. Hubby didn't get up till 9 o'clock this morning. And I thought with this time change that it'd kind of even out a little bit. Maybe I would start getting up at 7, 8 o'clock. Did for a couple of days, but not this morning. Anyways, I hope everyone is safe. I really don't, I try to stay away from the negativity of any kind of, whether it's the news, social media, whatever. I try to stay away from all the negative stuff. So I just get little bits and bobs, what I need to hear, and then move on. I wasn't going to make a video yesterday. What happened yesterday was I was feeling very lazy, as usual. And then I started watching this movie. It was really good. And the whole time I'm watching this movie, it was on YouTube. I kept saying, Michelle, you need to write it down. You need to write it down. But of course, Michelle didn't listen to her brain. I didn't write it down. But it was such a heartfelt, beautiful movie. It was about this older lady, her granddaughter, and her daughter. The grandmother didn't want to live anymore. I think she was in her 80s. And I believe it was based, oh God, it wasn't in Australia. It was somewhere where it was legal. It was something like Death with Dignity, but they didn't call it Death with Dignity. They called it something else. But it was really good. It was really, if I run across it again, I'm looking over there because my TV's right there. I will write it down if somebody wants to watch it. Very good movie. I highly recommend it. So I got suckered into that. And that's about it. Oh, so I said, well, I'll just make a video tomorrow. So I don't know if you went on my community tab. I wrote a little, because there was a couple people that were concerned, and I appreciate it. I appreciate it more than I can express. I don't want anybody to worry about me. And I know from my experiences with my stepmom and people who I lost through the years, it's very hard to say, try not to worry about me, because if you care about somebody, you're going to worry about them. But try not to worry about me, please. I actually see my oncologist Thursday, and I believe hubby's going to come along with me. So I hope the oncologist is prepared. I don't even know why I'm going at this point, to be honest with you. You know, if you can't do anything for me, why am I going? But I'll go just to see what it's all about, you know, what he has to say. Maybe he came up with some miracle. Who knows? That would be wonderful. That would be wonderful. And I do believe in miracles. And I do believe in God. So you guys don't need to remind me, because I do believe. I definitely believe in miracles, because I should have been gone a long time ago. So that's it for this week, I believe. Just Thursday, I got an oncologist appointment. Oh, so what I was getting at, I wasn't even sure if I should make a video today, because there's really nothing, I'm not going to say important to talk about, because everything's important, whether it be one thing or another, right? But I did say I was going to come on Sunday, and so here I am. But there isn't really a whole lot to update you on. Now next week might be a little different. Let's see, I did write some things down, but of course I didn't write that name of that movie. I've been doing a little arts and crafts, painting, and yes, I did hear you. In fact, I think what I might do is take you off the tripod, because so many people want to see my paintings. If you don't want to see my paintings, I'm sorry, but I have a lot of requests, and I want to please everybody. I know you can't please everybody. But before we do that, oh, of course, the card's way over there. Hold on. I'll be right back. Oh, I want to tell you something. And I've said this a few times. My hair is falling out. When I did chemo, the oncologist said that my hair will fall out. The nurse said it may or may not fall out. You know, so counted the days yesterday. It's been about 2 months since my last chemo. Well, I think it was Thursday, I washed my hair. And oh my God, guys, I think even if I cut it at this point, I'm going to have bald spots. So now I'm like afraid to even touch it. I got it kind of pinned back in the back, but it is so thin and it's just coming out in clumps. It's really, really getting to me. And I know it shouldn't, but it's very hard, especially when it's your second round of losing your hair. The first round was like, okay, I always wanted to have a shaved head and see what it always looked like. But I've been there, done that, and I just want a little long hair now to make me feel just a little bit more feminine. So that kind of got to me Thursday really bad. And I even told hubby, and he's like, oh my God, your hair is... He's like, oh my God, I've never felt your hair like this. I said, I know. I've always had very thick, curly hair, and now it's devastating. Anyways, I guess time will tell whatever this is going to lead up to. So, let's get a message. These are my first angel cards that I made. These are smaller. These are the watercolor. Focus. These are the watercolor angel cards that I first made. Let's just do this. I'm not going to go through every single one of them. This one goes like this. Sometimes it could be cloudy to see what you're looking for. That makes no sense. Climb every mountain. Make kindness the norm. I think I read this one already. Anyways, so these are my first, these are on watercolor with little sayings. And then I decided to go a little bigger as they all fall on the floor. So this was my second round. These are a little bigger. These are the ones that these also watercolor. I don't know if I said that or not. Be the sunshine. I'm out of breath for some reason. And no, that's not on here. Come on, focus. Bring a smile to someone's face. You might change their day, maybe even their life. And it's so true. You don't really realize what someone is going through. I don't care if it's walking through Walmart, going to your doctor's office, your oncologist's office. Well, most of the time you know why they're there. Or going to the dollar store, you know. Ever since I was diagnosed with cancer in 2022, I've thought about that a lot. So even if you could open the door to someone, Michelle can't talk today, open the door for someone and smile. You don't know how that's going to affect them. That might make them feel pretty good. And I think it would. So today, let's all put a smile on someone's face. That's what I'm trying to say. Everything happens for a reason. I'm a true believer in that. Except for, I don't know what's happening now. Which way does this go? Okay. You're probably getting tired. Keep your visions to yourself. I know I said I wasn't going to go through a lot of them. Truth is in the eye of the beholder, seeking the truth. I do have to, so here is my mission for these cards. I have to find a printer, and I know there's a local printer somewhere around here. If I could just get my lazy button action and get them laminated. Not that laminated's not the right word I'm looking for. Giclée printing, it's called. And have them printed off to make prints, basically. If you go on Amazon and you look up, you can look up angel cards, which I didn't even know. I thought I made that up, but yes, there's a true angel cards. They're out there. They come in many shapes, sizes, forms, sayings. That's what I'm trying to do. So if you're curious, you can go on Amazon and look up angel cards, spiritual cards, inspirational sayings, and they usually come in a box, all different shapes and sizes, and they're really cute to give you an idea of, oh, that's what she's talking about. Yep, that's what I'm talking about. What else did I want to, oh, so I was going to take you off the tripod. Now, what I really got was watching Allison. She does awesome art. She inspires me a lot. And she does a lot of her art on, they're called wooden panels. Let me turn you around for a second, or I'm going to turn myself around. Now this one is the first one that I worked with. And what this is, basically, is watercolor paper with watercolor. And this is a panel board. It's a very thin panel board because I got this at the dollar store. I'm just experimenting now. And then I'm going to cover it to make it shiny, or what am I trying to say? Or if something spills on it, it'll just roll right off. So this is my new projects. I'm really liking these wood panels, and they're a lot of fun. And also, I kind of feel like I'm all over the place today. So, what do you call this paper? Well, you wrap stuff off. So you get this tissue paper panel, right? You can have any size, whichever size you prefer. Tissue paper, that's the word I'm looking for. Thank you. And then you glue it onto here, and it almost comes transparent. Anyways, I'm not done with her. I am calling her because I'm seeing a face, a woman's face. And these are a lot of fun to do because it's not just doing a painting and then you're done with it. It's like layers and layers of it. And it's fun. Okay, and I did one more that's over there. I'm going to take you off. And hopefully, let's see if I could turn you around. Okay, this was my second one I did. This was a bigger one. This is a bigger one. And I painted the sides. Again, this is not done. So those are only the two wooden panels, they're called. I think quite a few of you said you liked this one. That's acrylic. That's a 16 by 20, I believe. And how I got these are, so this is watercolor, just to give you an idea. And then you mount this to your wooden panel, and that's that's basically what it's going to look like. I am a little out of breath. This is out of ink, acrylic ink, and acrylics. There's Florida. I'm just going to go up and down the wall here. Get you an idea. These I did over the week. This is collage. This is actually, if you turn these two like this, sorry if I'm all over the place. Put that together. It looks like a lung. But what I did was, I glued this on top of the paper. And then watercolor. Anyways, let's go back up here. I love these ladies. They're a lot of fun. That's just a painting over a painting over a painting, and I got these two ladies. This is my stepmom's keys. Where she used to work. She used to work at a bar in Miami Beach. And she loved those keys. And now I inherited them. This was one that just came from my imagination. Geez, when I first started painting. It kind of reminds me of a tunnel. Tunnel? Not a tunnel. Anyways. That's one of my favorites. That's inspired by Joni Young Arts. That's inspired by Joni Young Arts. These two are inspired by the late Art Sherper. We lost her last year, and it's just breaking my heart. It really is, because she taught me a lot of what I know today. This is an oil painting that I just came up with by myself. So I told you before that we used to live in a barn. Well, the barn was over here. And then we used to live in a place that's very similar to this. So I kind of did that. That one I did last year. The bird is a little too big. But, you know, nothing can be perfect, right? That I did the first year, the one on top. I did the first year because in the summertime, that's what the backyard looks like. That's one of my very first paintings. That's an original of mine. I love Native American, anything Native American. That's inspired by Joni Young Arts. That's one of my original paintings. This is hubby's mess down here. That was my first collage that I ever did. And these are my doggies. It's baby Bella. This is one of my very first paintings. That's even before I was diagnosed with cancer. So this one, these are all dried flowers. And then I attached them to the canvas. That's acrylic. These are all acrylics up here. That's inspired by the Art Sherper. This one is an original painting of mine. And again, this one I did not do. I wish I did it. I would love to buy a canvas that big and paint on it. But you know how expensive those big canvases are? Woo! There's Mom and Dad. That's an Art Sherper painting. That's an Art Sherper painting. This is another one that I got at a thrift store. I think I paid $3 for it. And the rest are just all inspired. Oh, my left shoulder is killing me again. That's one of my very first paintings. This reminds me like back in the 80s or 70s. This is an oil painting. This I was just fooling around with. Eventually I'm going to put these onto, trying to get you focused here, a panel board. So there's 2 here. Trying not to make you wiggle all around and get you dizzy. Anyways, those aren't done. And just some little knickknacks. That painting's about 2 years old. And back to here. That's inspired by Joni Young art. And when I say inspired, I mean it's not exactly like hers. This is all collage. I think I showed you this one. This is a watercolor hummingbird. And that's that. So let me switch it back around. And like I said, next week or the week before, I'll keep showing you more and more. But that's the biggest amount that I have hanging on my walls. All right, guys, I love you. I hope you have a good week, a safe week, and a blessed week. Again, try putting a smile on someone's face today. You guys always put a smile on my face and in my heart. And I will forever be grateful. I love yous, and I'll see you soon.